Hey! Welcome to my very first live stream. My wife is gonna be in the chat to answer any questions that you have, and I'll try and answer them throughout the night. I have Chris, my moderator, and Harrison, my moderator, and my wife is a moderator as well, so behave. Now before I start, I want to do a few housekeeping items. Number one, cheap plug, if you didn't watch Community Roundhouse yesterday, episode number 6, check that out after this live stream. It's a good show. The guys work really hard on that once a month. Also, in 2 weeks, Chris is doing his GVO After Dark. It'll be his last show in his house. Anyway, on to bigger and better things. He's touch of gray. What? That's wisdom right there, Chris. That's wisdom. Anyway, Chris has exciting plans for a new layout. He told me some things that he's planning. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for his new home, new layout. It's going to be great. So tonight, what you can expect, I have, you probably see it in the back there, I have 2 Via trains running right now, 2 passenger, both going in different directions. So I like when the trains pass each other, it's so cool. Also, for added excitement, I'm going to try and do some operating while the 2 passenger trains are operating. Now you might think that's fairly easy, but if you know my layout, it's a little tricky. Because first of all, I cannot currently operate my passenger trains. They're set to go at, I think 20 knots? They're traveling the same speed, different directions. I cannot stop them unless I just turn the track power off. So they're gonna go continuously, and I'm gonna try and do some operations. I'm gonna bring some cars from the yard to my one and only industry, the 3M plant. So that's gonna be fun. Also, you're gonna witness a live unboxing of my 2 brand new cars that I'm really excited about, that I picked up at the hobby shop now that it's open. So I'm going to add that, put that in the yard and move those around. If there's time, I'll give you a little layout tour. And of course, like I said, I'll answer any of your questions that you have. My wife's just going to yell them into the train room and I'll try and answer them as I go. So bear with me with the camera angles because this is all new to me. I'm usually the guy in the chat, answering questions, making jokes. But now it's my ugly mug on the camera. So I think that's going to be a good view. There's the yard. So to start things off, let's do some operations. Like I said, I'm going to unbox these brand new cars. I know a guy on YouTube who has about, I don't know, 35 of these cars, all different road numbers. It's pretty impressive. Yeah.
I think you're gonna crash them.
There'll be no crashing on this layout. Also, there'll be no swearing in this layout. Check that out. Isn't that cool? I have a Santa Fe, does that count? I love Santa Fe, it's probably my 3rd favorite. There we go. Okay, so for the chat, if you can tell me what's in these boxes or these crates, then you don't win a prize, but you win my respect for making a good joke. Keep it appropriate. What's in the crates on the flatbed? Okay. If I have time, I'll hold the Santa Fe because it's my favorite. Okay, cars are good to go. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So, what I'll do, I'll kind of talk you through it here. I'm going to turn on track 3 and the sheds, the lights on. Can you see that? Yeah, you can, eh? So again, if you watched my video before, the light on now means the track is on. And I have my Loco selected. I'm gonna turn the headlight on. And away we go.
Do you have any CP maroon logos? David Grant wants to know.
No CP, only CN. And if I asked the CP DC, but so this little beauty Harrison gave me has lights and DCC, no sound. That's okay though.
Is John 2618?
Yeah.
Wants to know if Ampersand is still offering haircuts.
The shop is open. $50 for a haircut. Check out the reverse light. This may be the smallest yard I've ever seen. And I did practice this beforehand and I did it successfully. So I'm hoping everything works out for live TV. It's funny because last time I did this, I forgot the switch to the yard. Next thing I know, my passenger train is going in the yard. It was quite the scene. Okay, reversing out of here.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
It says you need some electric switches.
Yeah, that's coming. All in good time. Okay, where's my Via train? Okay, here's where it gets tricky. So not only do I have to wait for the trains to pass, the passenger trains, I have to put my switches back so my passenger trains don't crash and burn. Also, I don't have a multicam setup here, so I'm gonna have to try and move the camera around so you see my my shunt work. So these are the original LRC cars. My lovely wife bought them for me off eBay. I also have 3 other ones I got from Chris, or I got 2 from Chris, I forget. But look at that, the lights all work. A little bit of fluttering in the lights, but overall I'm impressed. Okay, switch, reverse. Coming onto the main.
Chris wants to remind you he gave you free.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he sold me 3. Okay, here we go. So my CN is going to chase the passenger. And let's see if I can do this without making you nauseous. So to get to my industry, I have to... Sorry, I only have one hand here. Switch, switch, reverse.
Tom's trains and things, so Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Dennis loves the LRC.
They're my favorite. I cannot wait for the new editions to come out. Again, I apologize for the shaky camera work here, but oh, that's new.
Humanity says so.
Hey guys.
Sparky Thomas is on.
Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it. Okay, stop. Forward. Switch. Easy. Switch back. Okay, I'm in. I can hear your claps from there. So here we go. Of course, these cars would not come into the 3M plant, but use your imagination. Easy. Okay. I'm going to set you down here. Now for my next trip, I'll take some of these tank cars out and bring them back to the yard. Blindfolded. I'm just kidding. Reverse. What's that? Oh, there's a switch here because eventually I'm going to put a track going into another kind of like a, I'm gonna call it a maintenance yard or like a small industry, I don't know.
Say bye to David, Brad.
Bye, David. Easy. Let's get this over there.
Natalie likes the curtains under the layout.
Thank you, Heath.
Archie wants to see blindfold.
What's that?
Archie wants to see blindfold.
Yeah, I'm not doing it blindfolded. So I joined a club recently, and you can ask Brandon, the golden rule is switch back your switches. The guys do not like to find a switch unswitched, if that makes any sense. A huge faux pas. I can see why, because it causes many accidents. Okay, I brought in two. If I take out two,
David C to G scale wants to know what your 3M plant makes. They must need grade for something.
right now they're making PPE. Lots of masks. I think it's David Z to G. I'm not sure.
What?
I think it's David Z to G.
What did I say? David G?
No, I'm teasing you.
Oh.
Where's that the entry? Okay, let's go. Swing you around here. Back to El Yardo. So my passenger trains are going at a nice speed that I can use operations not interfere. Whoops. Wow. Successful! Look at that, Fred. No derailments. As promised. Record time, gee, was that 15 minutes? 14 minutes? Put this guy back in his cell. His stall. Flippity flip. It's now time for a cheap plug. Check out this cool poster that I got from Chris. He now sells them on his website. I'm not sure. Chris, now's your chance to do a little promoting. Just email Chris and he'll hook you up with some nice Locomotive posters. They're really nice, frame and all. Also, I was going to show us in the video, but I'll show you now. This is my little get up here for my Locomotive Shed. So there's the shed.
SMG's back.
Okay, welcome back, Harrison. So this is kind of like barbaric, or I don't know. Again, it's just a test. What's it called when they do the test run? The blueprint thing. What's it called? Oh, drawing a blank. Anyway, prototype. This is a prototype. So right now I have 3 locomotives in the shed. Number 3112, 9639, and the one you just saw, 7088.
Sparky loves your weathering on the shed.
Ah, thank you. See these little red arrows here? That tells me that the locomotive went in reverse. Because right now you can see, I can't see it. So I'm not really sure if it's pointing, and of course I forget, because it's been a while, but I forget if I drove it in frontwards or backwards. So this reminds me, okay, I drove it in backwards. If I had driven it in frontwards, I can just easily, because they're magnets, reveal that arrow. So these 2 guys are in backwards and this one's in frontwards. So the magnets kind of give me a hard time because they're, apparently magnets have 2 poles. Anyway, kind of cool. This is the Gevo, I think, the big guy. In fact, I think he's too big for the shed. You can see he's kind of pointing out here. Okay. I'll place it back down. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah, that backdrop. Someone pointed out that backdrop is European, but whatever. Okay, well that operating session took less time than I thought because of just the skill I have, I guess. I don't know.
Chris, Danelle, where
Yeah.
did you get that backdrop?
The backdrop is from, it's like Wikipedia for pictures. I made a video of it. I took you can use, it's like copyright free pictures from the internet. Photographers, excuse me, put pictures on the website and then you can download them for free. So I just searched like, I don't know if I searched, but.
SMG really likes it and he thinks it looks very Canadian.
Ah, thank you, appreciate that. The drag is I gotta try and find backdrops that are gonna match perfectly here and then over here as well.
Where's the drone?
Where's the drone? 1 second there, Tom. Here's the drone right here. Just gotta make a few modifications and we're good to go. I'm following this guy on YouTube, gosh, I forgot his name, but he just bought a drone, lives in Florida. What's his name? Anyway, he has some pretty good videos on drones, so I might follow him. They have these little pillar things. Hey Wilmer. I'd say this drone's not bad. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Dave. I might use the same sky and just go all along. I don't know.
Sparky has a suggestion for you.
Yeah, I just read that. You said print it up again. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to always. I'm going to the Santa Fe.
South Brooklyn, ours is a little distance.
South Brooklyn. South Brooklyn. Oh, I mean Big Bill?
Yes, South Brooklyn, Monroe.
Big Bill's in the house. Now I'm nervous. Here's my baby. What's that, Gucci? No, you're my baby. This is my second baby that my wife bought me and surprised me with.
Yeah, Big Bill's here, the one with the same, it says.
Can you see that okay?
Is Big Bill the guy I like so much?
Yes.
It's Gucci when you're singing.
Gucci's pretty tired. It's quite humid here in Ottawa, so. Okay, this side of the back is. I mean, I can sing if you want. I know Big Bill loves my singing.
I love Big Bill.
I'm glad I can't hear you. Okay, let's see if this guy works. I also have to sound off my locomotives because the tritium is kind of like echoey and it hurts my ears. I'm getting old, I guess. Oh, there we go.
SMT mainline thinks it's a Canadian background because you see the railway crossing, which has a distinctive to Canada because of the tax. So you don't use the states or elsewhere.
Yeah, but apparently Brad was saying it's European. But I mean, it looks Canadian, so we'll go with that. Excuse me. I keep forgetting that my passenger trains are going around. So again, this is the one that my wife bought me, the blue Via Rail, and this one coming up, I treated myself. I won't say I was peer pressured, I'll just say I treated myself to the Via 40-year anniversary one. And the Attribution P482 is coming out soon, so it might be a nice gift.
What do we need?
I'll tell you later. All right, let's take some these tankers up for a spin. Sound pretty good. What's that?
Nathan's house.
Oh, hi Nathan. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. The Santa Fe does not sound good. Something's dragging. So off camera, I almost crashed into the Via. Luckily, you didn't see that. Getting a little cocky.
Manatee Junction wants to know, is at M&M Rails also in Canada?
Pardon me?
I'm not sure what this is like. Manatee Junction
Yeah.
is at M&M Rails also at Canada.
At M&M Rails. I'm not sure what that means.
It seems like Canada has more MRR than the US on policy.
I disagree. I thought there was more Americans on YouTube than Canadians, but. Okay, I'm gonna bring the Santa Fe into the inner track. Yeah, my Santa Fe's not running very well. I don't know if there's 3 engines on right now, but.
Anything in black and yellow mark, Iron Horse Root wants to know.
What's that?
Iron Horse Root wants to know if you have any, if you bought anything in black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Just say, if you bought anything in black and yellow.
I don't think so. You know, I saw that right. I didn't cheat with my hands. Did you guys hear that with the Santa Fe? The little ticking noise? Like the. Jeez. Huh.
David CG wants you to speak up, so you can hear me in the comments.
He wants you to speak up?
See, I'm more interesting than you,
Uh.
huh?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You have a locomotive in black and yellow.
No, I don't. I think I can think of it anyway.
Indian Head likes the anti-dynamic brake on the Santa Fe.
Oh, yes.
Liz Gucci goes to form Manatee Junction wants to know. Drew Steele wants to know what era you're modeling.
I am modeling as modern as possible. So 2020. Although it's funny because the, can you see it there? Yeah. These buses were from like the 80s, maybe 90s. But of course they don't make 2020 buses yet. And I'm sure by the time I make models of 2020 buses, it'll be 2040, they'll have new buses out, so. Yeah, I'm modeling as modern as possible. Good question.
Wayne Curley says, wow, you have a layout. Drew Steele says the layout is nice and clean.
Thank you, Drew. I take pride in that. Everything's behind the curtain.
Wants to know if the buses are your steel.
No, the buses are Canadian. Look at that. Can you see it? That's Canadian flag right there. This is the bus I rode to high school in. This exact bus. Every day, to and from.
Nathan and Lake keeps asking the same question, so I'm going to say a few. I'm curious where you put the locomotive on the atrium on the layout.
Oh, that's underneath the layout, being protected. It was too big for my track, Nathan. I think it's a monster. I love it though. Okay, let's go here.
I was thinking the same thing, Chris. Was it a school for ants? Because you said that's 6 bus.
I was waiting for that. I set you guys up. Okay, I'm gonna pick up my brand new cars.
Yeah, they're all teasing me about the bus.
Yeah. Do you not think I can fit in there? Come on. I fit in smaller. Being 6'5" and riding this bus was a nightmare. Growing up with growing pains, my knees, brutal. My knees got crushed constantly in that bus. Okay, out of the industry. Drone footage. Move! Get out the way!
How big is that room?
Like 10 by 9, 9 by 9. Okay, check out the this dining car Chris gave me here. Look at those lights. It doesn't show well on camera, but the LED lights are awesome. I love it.
David ZG,
Yeah?
we had actually yellow school buses. That looks in public transportation, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, public transportation, that's how we did. We did not have yellow school buses. Actually, it's funny because yesterday I was talking to my wife about that. Because I'm a teacher and our 7 and 8 students get yellow buses. But our high school students take the public transportation. But when I was in 7 and 8, we rode the public transportation. So this is what you did. I'm gonna do that, yeah. We're just parking this parking this bad boy. Another successful operation. Thank you very much. Okay. Walk barefoot. Yeah, I'm sure.
Nathan would like to know if the border was to open between the States and Canada.
Yeah.
If we had a YouTube meet, would you consider going to Strasbourg for that?
I always consider it. I always consider it. Okay, this is the helicopter view. Oh, a little turbulence, sorry. Okay, So let's start here. I'll go all the way around. This is going to be like a junkyard, like I said before, kind of like a maintenance for to fix cars. The storyline is it was the old cement plant. So there was like, I don't know. It's what last on my list, but right now it's gonna be a junkyard. So I'll have a track coming off here, and there'll be a switch in here. It's a small space, but again, just for like one car. So my idea is I'm gonna bring a tank car in from this industry, and there'll be like a shed maybe, or a maintenance shed, and then they can fix that one car. So it'll belong to 3M, but it'll be it's a junkyard. We'll see. Moving right along. This corner I have no plans for. Some upward suggestions, but there will be a road coming off somewhere there, crossing here where that bus is, and then going into a residential. So there's going to be a road, which I hope to do soon. It's on my list. Been procrastinating because a little nervous to do roads, but it's going to be a residential road coming through here, and this will be my parents' house. So this section right here will be somewhat prototypical. Be a road, front lawn, parents' house, parents' backyard, fence, and then the raised via rail, which still goes by my parents' house today. So that's the idea there. And then, oh, hey Perry. This won't be here. Chris gave me this. This is gonna go somewhere else, which I'll show you later. So I'm gonna have as many houses as I can fit here comfortably. It's gonna be a little residential area. I might put a gas station or a KFC, since every layout I've seen has a KFC or a Dairy Queen. I don't know. But I think a gas station. And there'll be a road that kind of like T connects, if you know what I mean. This will be a busier road. So it's gonna come from here. I'm gonna drill a hole there to my neighbor's apartment. I asked him, he's cool with it. The road's gonna come out, cross the track, with these cars here. Entrance into the 3M plant. My one big industry. So if I zoom out, got the warehouse, the loading docks with working lights. Ooh, and the big tanks that contain who knows what. The horse shack where they slaughter cows and pigs. My loading racks there with my 2-track. So again, lots to do. I gotta do parking lot, fences, all that kind of stuff. All the fun stuff. That corner there will probably be similar. It's going to be like I want to do a small mountain with trees, but is that sandpaper? No, this is actually a skateboard, like a grit you put on a skateboard. Chris, show me that trick. Grip tape, that's it, thank you. This switch is going to come off onto a smaller industry. Get this mess out of the way. This here is going to be a small industry for box cars. So if I go back here, that darn car though, it's awesome. Hey, this building that Chris gave me is going to go, see where the 2 loading docks are for box cars? That's going to go right here. Eventually, one of these days, I'll have a track coming off. There'll be some more switching fun. And the yard, track-wise, is complete. I just got to do some ballasting and a gravel road to match the gravel road and the backdrop. I want to put a light in the cabane there, the little cabane.
Greg, after's on.
Hey Greg, finish your report cards. And of course, trees and little hills, and I would love a water scene, but I don't know. It's a pretty small layout. So that is it. Is there anything else you want to see? 10-4. Do you want to see behind the curtain? No.
Hey, to appearances, if you get a gas station,
Yeah?
you can get a gas truck and have me delivering gas to it.
Hey! I do have gas trucks, I think. Are these gas trucks, Perry?
Your steel says in that corner out about a rail bank or with hills in the back.
I like it. I like it. I'm up for ideas because I just sit and procrastinate and think of what I should do and not actually do it. I've been planning my roads for years now, or at least months. Just gotta do it. That should be the next video, is roads. Any special lights using? Yeah, so I use just plug.
Any special lights you're using, your steel wants to know?
Yeah, one switch turns on. Oh, ceiling lights. No, just this is gonna hurt your eyes if I do this. Yeah, just bulbs. There's 4 bulbs in here. Again, small room, so you don't need much to light it up. But yeah, just plug. For those who don't use just plug, I recommend them. Woodland Scenics puts them out. One switch turns on my light here for the shed, and all of my lights for the 3M plant. And I'll probably add more too.
So Greg F says you, we, the Canadian bus shelters, 3D print maybe?
Oh, bus shelters?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Bus shelters. Well, speaking of 3D print, if any of you find construction fencing I have a scene planned that involves, it could be blue, it could be rusted, it could be red, it could be even gray, but I'm looking for construction fencing to put around a construction site so that kids don't fall in and teenagers don't, you know, go in there and party. I found a nice kit, but of course it was like overseas and the shipping costs more than the actual product. But it does exist, and someone did offer to 3D print me them, but I think they turned out too flimsy. So I might try and make my own with styrene, but if you've ever seen construction fencing, it's very fine. It's like, you know, we're talking, so I don't know, we'll see if I have patience to do that. But yeah, bus shelters, I didn't think about that. Add it to my list of things to do. Bus shelter. Well, there's 15 minutes left. Is there anything you want to see on the layout? The run, locomotive or anything? Nothing fancy that I have, but
Your steel says great truck car.
thank you.
Happy model rail rings, I think there'll be some. Oh, by the way, Chris
Yeah.
says laughing just said, is that Uncle Mark?
Oh. So these buses, Rapido made these buses. I love them. I have 4 of them. 2 were a gift. but some come with lights. So you just hook up the lights, you know, to like a power pack, whatever. I don't know if I could do it with the just plug, but if I could, it'd be great. And the whole bus lights up. And if I get brave enough, I could put people sitting inside the bus. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I love these buses. You can actually buy the bus from the movie Speed from the Rapido website.
So a couple things. Mark,
More questions? Yeah.
Indian Head Valley,
Yeah.
Walter's chain link fence, question mark.
Yeah, so you see the chain link fence is fine for, you know, along the tracks or for a yard. But this is actually construction fencing. If you ever watched the old WWF cage matches, the steel cage matches, it's like the holes are kind of bigger than a chain link fence. So if I had a photo, I'd show you, but the ones around here are usually blue and they kind of go together. They're portable. A chain link fence is kind of like a more permanent thing, but these construction fences, they come in panels and you can move them and take them down and put them up.
So also, Humanity, Jensen wants to know if there's a lift gate under, or you do dock under your door.
Did you not see my duck lift video? I'm gonna do a,
Drew Steele says your layout looks great.
thanks Drew. I mean, it's no Drew Steele layout, but okay, this Heath, I call my duck lift because I duck under it and it also lifts out. So if I can, I have some male and female wires. Can we still say that? Male and female wires? Anyway, some connectors here and here. Oops. Anyway, so this, if you watch my duck lift video, this, I have some rail joiners here and here, of course, and then here and here. Bit of a pain to take on and off, but it works. So this whole thing comes out. It's very convenient because I don't run trains all the time. So this duck lift is out most of the time. And I can pretty much operate small trains into the industry here because I can just back up the train to about here and then still operate. So I can still run trains with the duck lift out, which is nice. And the drag is I got my crossover on the duck lift, but it's the only straight part other than over here on my layout. So I have the one crossover here and then the other crossover here. Yeah, it is cool. I have a fan running. It gets pretty warm in here. Because believe it or not, there's no vent in this room. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or some kind of flaw in the design. But when that door's, I have the door open too, but when the door's closed, even in the winter, there's a sweat box in here.
People really like your duck lift.
Man, that diner car though. What's that?
They like your duck lift.
Oh.
They also want to know what you're serving on your car. What kind of food?
Oh boy.
That was a long time ago.
Oh. You know I'm serving pancakes on that diner car, right? Pancakes with Canadian maple syrup? Yeah. Every day. Oh, Brandon, if you're still on, how would I do with my arranging of the cars? Here, I'll try and get a... And bacon. Yeah, of course bacon. I'm going to put this down here for a close view. So how did I do with my car alignment? Is it backwards? Is it in the right spot? I have no idea.
Nathan says you should serve Doritos on the dining car, and John 26 pieces bacon.
Hey, Rob. Okay, Brandon, how did I do? If the dyno car does not go last, okay, I have a reason for that. The couplers kind of were messed up. You're good. Doors always forward. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was putting the train together yesterday and I was like, oh, if I did this wrong, I'm sure Bubba's gonna call me out.
You still want to know if your radio has a plywood on top, or is it pink or blue styrofoam?
Both.
Save a little sentence.
Do you guys not watch my videos? Come on. Plywood, and then foam, and this is just the foam painted. No, I appreciate the questions, Drew. I'm just teasing you.
Are you making forces? He likes your 3M factory. He has one, but it's a little smaller, so it calls it a 2M.
Yeah, actually this, I think it's this here. The plywood here is from, no joke, my original was a 4x8 layout with my brother like 20 years ago. Because my parents saved the wood, and that's what they do. So I reused it. So this plywood here is 20 years old, and I had to buy some new stuff for over here. So yeah, plywood, and then I think it's just 1-inch foam. A while back I did a video about my boxcar industry, and now I totally forget what everyone suggested. But I have, like I said, I'm gonna do an industry here that takes boxcars, but I'm not sure what it's gonna be yet. Down the road.
There's some nice tech cars. Will be a little. Clouds wants to know where's the pole. Where's the pole?
Oh, the plow.
This is pole.
Yeah, it's type
Plow, not pole. Here we go.
I can dig it out. Ta-da! Look at that. Weathered and everything.
Nathan wants to know how you met Harrison.
How did I meet Harrison? I think the first time I met Harrison was I had a proposition for him. I had all these DC locomotives that weren't working, and I said, if you fix them up for me, you can keep half, and I'm gonna sell the other half. So we met at a train store, and I think we were both kind of nervous. And that's it, the rest is history. I met Chris through YouTube, I met a lot of guys through YouTube. But of course, Harrison and I had a kind of a rapport just through YouTube comments, and then sharing stories back and forth, and then they meet up, so. Train's crossing, train's crossing! Wow, so cool. I think the lights are actually burnt on these two cars here, because I can't seem to get them going, but the LRC's still going strong.
Water Valley Model Railroad's on.
Hello?
You don't understand.
Oh, I can't hear you, eh? Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna put this down. Yeah. So I don't know what to do now.
They want to see the entire, whole group.
I show them though. Not sure what the best view is for this camera. Nice wall.
Nice wall. What's the next thing to get for the layout, Mark?
Just imagine a blue sky with clouds and shrubs and trees. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Is that the next thing you're getting for the layout?
No.
That's what
The next thing, the next project is gonna be roads, but actually to buy, I'm not really sure. I don't
Phoenix
know.
Smith is on now.
Oh, hello, Phoenix. Yeah, roads is the big thing. I've been putting that off, so I'm gonna do the parking lot for the 3M. The helicopter. Ah, Tom. I gotta do the parking lot for 3M and then the road. And then I'm gonna start putting in the houses. Can you see the houses? I'll just get close to the houses here. Helicopter. Give me what they want.
David CVG says you're the king of comical comments.
This is very different for me because usually I'm in the chat making all the goofy comments and teasing everyone. So it's this live thing is very different. But I appreciate everyone coming out. Sounds like a Huey.
33 in there now.
Hey Drew, do you see my drone? I'm not sure if you're in the chat when I brought my drone out. This is my my drone, my Drew drone. It's my drone. Okay, you did. Okay. I'm honestly thinking of going on the roof of my apartment and just throwing it in the air and see if it will kind of glide down to safety, but we'll see. I don't know. There's definitely gonna be a video in the future with it involving this thing. I'm just not sure how or what. Because, yeah, it's missing a few elements, let's just say.
Railway Peter wants to know if there's anything damaged or hurt, any trains hurt.
Any trains hurt? No. Just my drone. No, I gotta say, I mean, it sounds like I'm bragging, but so far, knock on wood, the trains run really well. I think part of it is it's the track's not used very much, so the track's fairly clean. The locomotives are brand new. All my cars are fairly new, so they're heavy. And I took I took my time with the track work to make sure it was kink-free and working well. The radius or radii are very wide. It's almost like 36 degrees.
Humanity's asking, so here, can you hold them?
Oh.
Grab them for a minute. I'm looking out for you, Humanity City Junction.
There we go.
Okay, got them?
This is our coughing. There we go. Say hello. Say hello.
He's so cute.
What song you want to hear? Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof.
Little guy.
Who let the dogs out? Woof,
Isn't he cute?
woof, 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 woof.
Give him a kiss.
You're terrified, eh? You're terrified. There are over 35 people watching right now. Don't let me down.
Give him back to mommy.
Yes, and right now I'm sure there's like, wait a second, I thought there's no dogs in the train room. No, there's dogs allowed in the train room now. That was the old Mark.
Isn't he cute? You look like a strangler though.
No, I'm supporting him.
We love him. He's almost 14.
Yeah. He's deaf. He can't hear you. He's deaf. Okay. Say bye.
Go on, Gucci.
Good boy.
What a good boy you are. Aren't you? Come on, we'll give it to you.
You owe me, Heath. So one thing I didn't do, and I might regret it, I raised my industry tracks here with cork. So Chris was saying I should put some more cork here to raise these guys up. Because apparently industry tracks are better when they're a little lower than the main, because the main's higher. So I might regret putting cork here, but for this one here, for this one here, I'm gonna just try and kind of have it go down a little bit onto the no cork, just right onto the foam. I might try that. I think it's too late now. I don't want to rip up the cork because it's all glued down. We'll live and learn. But what's that?
Where do you store your locomotives?
Where do I store my locomotives?
Scalabrini. Want to go that?
I currently store my locomotives in their plastic cases.
Wait a second. Scalabrini? Any relation?
I don't think so. I have I have 3 locomotives stored in the shed right now. I wish I could store all my engines in a shed, but I have 3. Again, the GV. You know, I'll pull it up for you here. See if I can do this. Is the layout your waist height? Yep.
There's a couple other suggestions there too. For gloves and long strings and things, add more cork.
Yeah, I'm gonna add more cork for
Put
sure.
detailed in after the main switch so you don't have to run away onto the main.
Okay. Okay, so, sorry. I want to see if I can get my, there we go. So I'll reveal all the locomotives in here. So, from track number 1, the biggest locomotive I own, with the CN road name. Da, 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 da. Yeah, my longest and biggest locomotive. Too big for the shed almost. Okay, next. 9, 6, 3, 9. Oops, put it up.
Scalabrini says try turning off the lights because the shed will go really heat.
Pardon me?
Scalabrini
Yeah?
says you should try turning off the lights and then the shed will go really heat.
Oh. Someone's lights off? How's that? Thanks very much.
Shed looks cool.
This is my GP CN. I think it's an Atlas.
Awesome, he says.
3 fans. That's GP40, right? And of course, as also earlier, my little switcher, which I love. So these 3 guys are in the shed right now. I keep the Jevo in the shed because it's just so big, and I think I can't find the box anymore. But anyway, it's staying in the shed for now. This one runs really well. You know, I'll take them up for a spin maybe. What time are we at here? Okay. Okay. Ooh, let the engines out.
Christy wants to know if you like white or yellow glow lights.
I like white. Unfortunately, these Just Plug lights came in yellow. But I like the white lights.
Cloverdale Rail just came on. Hi, Mark.
Oh, hey Marcel.
Fred is leaving, but he says great show.
Thanks a lot, Fred. Take it easy. Oops.
Humana City Junction wants to know if this is going to be a regular stream for you going forward, alternating with go via or go home.
I thought about it.
Can I say what you think about it?
I thought about, yeah, I told my wife actually tonight, I said, if this is a success, then I might do this more often, once a month. My improvisation skills aren't the greatest. You can't edit live shows on the fly.
He goes through all those fails just with helicopter sounds. This Humana City Junction guy is funny.
Yeah. He's from New York as well, eh?
Hey, where's he from? New York?
Heath, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
Heath.
Where in New York?
Heath, where in New York do you live? We'll go visit, visit Big Bill and Heath at the same time.
Big Bill's my man. Love Big Bill.
Heath is in an apartment as well, so he knows what it's like.
Oh, yeah? Upper West Side, eh? Okay. If they ever open the border.
Yeah, once the border opens, we're gonna. My wife and I love New York City, so we've been there a few times now.
Cloverdale.
Yeah.
You must have heard me say when you just said that. Any sound units or will they round you out?
Yeah, you know what? Everything on the light right now has sound, but it gets pretty loud in here. I can turn. There. This looks pretty good.
Mark after dark. Oh, please, what he says.
So you get here. Thanks, David. Oh. Yeah, you guys Gucci. Can I get muted because I can't hear my wife, so it gets pretty loud in here. Okay, 3 trains are on right now. Danger mode has been activated.
David Z to G says to get me a megaphone. I think that's the first time in life anybody wanted to give me a megaphone.
I'll invite her in the train room next time. She's a little camera shy right now. Yeah, my wife has agreed to answer the chat for me. If there's any questions, but I can't see the chat and run trains at the same time, unfortunately. I know Harrison, come on.
I don't know if they're being serious or not. Drew says, can you close up pacing of one of your trains? And then David ZDC says, can you walk and chew gum?
I tried walking and chewing gum once. I'll never do it again. That's a YouTube video on itself. I was 17 years old. It was Bazooka Joe gum, or the comics. Just bought a brand new pair of shoes. I'll never do it again. Over the duck lift. Trains passing each other. Whoa, that's the money shot right there, folks. Number 1 fan. The train's now passing the yard. The yard's on your left. Pay no attention to those European bucks. The cross bucks are Canadian, in fact, and the clowns are Canadian too. Please enjoy your stay on the tank cars. Yes, I understand there's no buffer car. For you rivet counters, you can now leave the chat.
Humanity City Junction likes the vacuum right at the doorway.
That's not a vacuum, that's a Dyson. How was that, Drew? Is that good? Is that what you wanted, Drew?
He loves it.
Wait a second, you're right. Those clouds do look European. Huh. Here we go. Welcome to Via. Bienvenue à Via. So again, this is the exact train that runs behind my parents' place here in Ottawa. So, oh my God, it's happening again. Right in front, behind the fan, no! Train's crossing! Let's speed that one up. Again!
Sounds like Mark ate too much chili in Mid Valley says. Humanity says that's your biggest fan.
Yeah. Number one fan right there. Pure mayhem. Hey, it's after 9 o'clock now. Anything can happen. Passing that beautiful poster of CN locomotives, framed and all. Perry, I've been ready for those new LRCs since last summer, so like a year. I can't wait. I hope I'm not disappointed. Like I said, I have 6 of these cars. I think some are unnumbered. Most of them are numbered. I don't think I have any doubles. Gomez Adams, yeah. N-scale grip tape? I'm not sure it's a joke or not. This stuff I bought at a skateboard shop. And I came clean with the guy. I said, look, this is, because I think he said, dude, where do you ride? I was like, yeah, I'm not a skateboarder, but it's actually for one of my models. He goes, really? Cool. So yeah, this could be for N-scale too. Very, very sticky. But I like it. Needs a little bit of weathering, but how are we doing here? There's that sweet diner car again. The lights are unbelievable. Excuse me, how's the chili? So one thing I want to do is I want to make car cards for all of my cars. I'm thinking of taking a picture of them and then putting some info, maybe even laminate them. And then what I'll do is, I've seen some guys on YouTube, they play these little games with them, like operating games. So they have their yard, and then they'll draw 3 or 4 cards from their set, and they put them in the order that they drew the cards, and then just operate that way. So that's on my to-do list, make some car cards. I think Tom's just barking.
Humanity thinks like you.
Yeah. Oh, the roofs. David, don't tempt me. I was thinking about talking to the fan. Yeah, I saw that, Perry. I'm thinking of, I might kill two birds with one stone. Use the templates off the club so that I can one day bring these cars into the club and use them. We'll see. Yeah, talking to the fan. Can you guys hear me? Go ahead. Can you guys hear me? Does it make any difference? Luke, I am your father. Yeah, 3M makes the tape. Rapido makes Scotch tape. Right now they're focusing on making masks for frontline workers. I chose 3M because I just kind of typed into Google Canadian chemical companies because I want to do some kind of chemical and I want to justify having tank cars come into the industry. And of course I want to be Canadian, so I just typed in Canadian chemical companies and 3M popped up. So okay, I like 3M. Easy logo to make. Oh, the V is catching up to the CN. Better speed up the old CN. Hey, Jack. Hey, Brian. Okay, I'm gonna call it. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I'm overwhelmed by the number of people that came in tonight. A lot of fun. I want to thank Chris for giving his time slot tonight for running trains. Check out Chris's channel in 2 weeks. It'll be his last GVO after dark at his home, and then he moves into a new home. So that's gonna be very exciting. I can't wait for the reveal of his new layout plan and his new home. Also, again, if you didn't see Community Roundhouse episode 6 last night, I really recommend you check it out. It was a great show, once a month. Those guys put a lot of work into it, and it shows. Actually, trains won't crash. So, hope you enjoyed. I might do this again in a month. Who knows? It was a lot of fun. It's getting pretty warm in here. No windows, just the fan. I want to thank my wife for taking care of the chat. I want to thank my moderators. And I want to thank you. So, till next time, take care.